ran to Food Lion. They did not have everything I needed. I forgot it was Sunday. They usually sell out on the weekend of everything. Just wore my little skirt and shirt. Maybe I'll step back and show better. But yeah, even though the scale is still being the same, I can tell a difference in my clothes. Like, they are more fabric there now. They are getting looser. I did get me light cream, so. It is 2:30. I had a coffee this morning. Forgot to film my taking blood and all that. I'm going to do it real fast right now because I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. I did. So this is not going to be my main what I believe in results. Like, once we get the constant glucose monitor, that's what I'm really going to go by. And I could have had one already if I wanted to buy the one that is just made for dieting, not for diabetes. But I want the actual, I'm hoping to get the real one. I know it's going to cost me a little more, but my prescription is too old. And they said, because it's like, I think it's almost a year old, but they won't fill it. They said I need to go get a new one. Okay. 97. So before eating is 97. We need that because I did go buy some watermelon. And we're going to see. I think I'm going to do watermelon. We'll see in a minute. Let me go ahead and get my stuff together for making my food. Let me go ahead and throw my burgers in the microwave. I think I have 2 left. So I was going to do the watermelon, but my berries and stuff is going to go bad before that. So we're going to just go ahead and do berries today. Also, so all of them was washed yesterday, by the way. I am going to do 3 patties because that's what I got left. Y'all, that keto chow last night was so amazing. Like, I am going to go order me some more of the coconut cream if they have any left. It was my favorite I've ever had. It is not overpowering. It is not a protein flavor. Like, I enjoyed it. And I'm not even going to buy a sweetener to put in it. I think it's perfect. Like, there's no salty taste. I think it's fine. Would I like it taste a little more coconutty? Yes. If I wasn't allergic to actual coconut, I would just put some coconut in it. But since I cannot have actual coconut, hold on, I think I left them in too long. What's the temp? Yep, that looks good. Okay. 5.2 of berries of the strawberries. Actually, let's just throw some berries in with this. Let's just do that. It's close enough to 3. All right. 1 second. So I am going to throw on maybe some butter, but for sure 2 slices of American cheese. The scale has been going back down to get back to the number I was, like, my lowest so far, but it's not there yet. So we're going to see if higher fat makes it go back the other way, or if we at least stay where we are. So I'm just giving things tries. Also, I want to keep my body guessing. I've had lower fat for days now, meaning 50 or less fat, and some days way lower than that. So I want to keep, that's 1 tablespoon of butter. I want to keep my body guessing, and the only way to really do that is high fat, low fat, high fat, low fat. And what I mean by low fat, I mean like 30 at the lowest. So, and we're going to see what the blood glucose does too. Also, I found if I take my berries out of its container and I stick them in a container that's made for them, but don't put the lid on, but it still has the little breathy thing y'all saw on it, they're lasting longer. Normally they only last 1 day. Also, I did do a deep clean in my refrigerator. Now I'm not gonna eat this quite yet because I gotta make the cats their dinner. It is 2:40. I'll probably be eating it like in less than 10 minutes. So I just gotta open some canned cat foods. It's only been 3 minutes. I was able to give them the food quickly, so now I'm gonna eat. I am gonna throw a little salt on it. Yesterday I ate a bag of carrots. Okay, I did put that in there, so it was a higher carb day. It had like 23 carbs total. Also, I ate about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of the baby little pickles, and I drank tons of pickle juice. I was very, very hot, and I felt very dehydrated, and my weight actually dropped 3 pounds on the scale, which I thought would go the other way. I'm at 189.8, so I'm at my lowest so far. Well, minus a few points, but I swear my inches feel like they're going lower. Like, I need a new bra, but they're so expensive. I'm not ready to buy it yet because I know I can get another 10 pounds off or more, so I'm not ready to pay $80 and it not be wearable in like a month. It's been an hour since I ate, which was way too much meat in one mouth. Holy crap, was that too much meat? I don't think my ketones will ever change. The only time I had really good ketones is when I was doing that very low calorie keto. $114, which is perfectly fine for as much as I just said that. That's a normal number. I have not been out here long, but I am soaking wet. This is what I'm talking about. My body hates the heat. Let me show you what I've been trying to do though. So I've had to rip a lot more. I am out of breath. My face is burning because I wiped it off, and I guess my shirt was too rough for my face, and it is on fire right now. Like, I've cut it a billion times. I still have some blight issues going on. So I was over here pinning down because they've grown since yesterday, all my plants again, plus trying to pull out a million leaves. But I kind of gave up on this side right now. I'm going to try a few different things. I'm going to spray this stuff. Whoa. Well, I've gotten near something I'm allergic to. Holy crap. When did that just happen? Wow. Okay. Got near something. Trying not to get my stuff in the... I don't know if that will happen. Okay, so I have a billion tomatoes. This one did just fall off. So I'm going to put it in a bag with banana and try to ripen it. See, it's starting to get bad leaves over on this side too. They are really tall, by the way, some of them. I've gone through and thinned out a billion leaves more than you might think. There was like, don't look, there's way more. I have my garden going out and in. It's so much. And then check out the green beans. They are starting to bloom. I gotta pin these down again. I keep penning them. I keep every day coming out penning more. Everything is growing very quickly right now. Try to grow broccoli too late in the season. You get beautiful flowers though. So it was a beautiful flower to buy. So yeah. Right, so I took about 5 drops of the vitamin B. Had to hold it under my tongue. I have a million more I'm supposed to take for the actual. It's supposed to be a whole droplet and a half. So it's just gonna take me a while to make sure I'm not allergic. Y'all, it tastes horrible. Horrible, and yes, my head's shaking bad. I am having a keto chow. The coconut cream, because I took my meds, I can't get that taste out of my mouth, so I'm gonna have this keto chow to get that taste out of my mouth. I still gotta try the raspberry one and then decide what all I'm gonna order, because right now, I mean, it gives me a little icky feeling just because it's like a milk product, and it's also cold, and I know there's ice in there, but it's ice from my water, not from the tap. So I had to make it, which sucked. But after a few minutes, once my stomach's warmed back up, I'm okay, I'm fine. It's just a cold thing, but I don't like drinking at room temperature, and I really want the good nutrition that's in it. So that's why I'm doing it. If you're like, well, why are you doing it? Blah, blah, blah. Because my stomach will get used to cold again, and it'll be fine, because I used to eat a million pounds of ice and I was fine. It's just a thing it has to get back used to. I haven't had cold inside my stomach in 2 years, basically. Because my mast cell would make me break out and my throat would swell when I had anything cold. That's not happening anymore. My stomach just feels off. But keto chow has a lot of nutrition in it, and I want it. I want that good nutrition. So that is why I am adding a keto chow for dinner every night. So around 2-ish, 3-ish is when I eat that big meal, and then at night now I'm going to be doing a keto chow. But anyways, let me get back to editing. Found a solution. As I drink the cold protein shake, the only way I like the taste of this one, I drink some coffee to warm my stomach up, and then I do not have the awful, horrible, gonna throw up nausea from the cold. Alright, so I have my yearly checkup today. Gonna leave soon. I actually, since I'm not gonna be doing yard work right now, I decided to go ahead and use the beach waver on my hair. It looks totally different when it's longer. I have to say I prefer the beach waver on the shorter hair though. I think it's kind of crazy wild like this. Of course it'll calm down some. But have not eaten today. Have had a coffee with light cream in it. So this is my little outfit, my favorite color one so far. The scale is still the same, even though I ate so much more yesterday, y'all. More because I went and I ended up eating almost a bag of the carrots, which is 23 total carbs for the whole thing, but I left at least more than a serving, so I don't know what it really equaled. And I had a whole entire keto chow, which was so yummy, and I put maybe 6 tablespoons of the light cream in that. So I was expecting the scale to come up a little, but didn't happen. It's still the same exact numbers right now. So that is a win for me, because it was way over 2,000 something calories. And it was way, way higher with the butter than I'm normally doing, and the protein was higher than normal. So, but like I said, I'm trying to get my body to guess every day. I am starving right now and I want to eat, but I want more of those burgers, and I have to wait until we get home so Dino can throw them on the grill for me, because I am officially out of them. I think I'm going to start trying to eat 3 at a time. I start with that first, and then I move over. Also, I had cheese yesterday, which I haven't had in a while. But I start with the burgers and stuff first, and all the fat and savory things, and then go over to the berries and stuff. And I think it helps control my blood sugar better. We will see, because I might do the watermelon tonight so it doesn't go bad. I haven't decided 100% though. But once I get home, I'll Also, I'm hoping they will x-ray my foot today and tell me what's going on with it. It is doing a million times better, but I have to keep the little wrap on my foot for it to do better. Also, last night I was in tears because I thought JJ was dying. He's one of the outdoor cats. He is still very lethargic. I don't know if he's gotten sick. I don't know if he fell off something. I don't know if a bee stung him. He's not talking. He's very, like, he's doing better than last night. Last night was really rough. So I did have a little emotional breakdown around 1 to 3 a.m. I had really bad sleep, but the scale did not go up, so that's a miracle. Usually it goes up every time. But I think Dino's almost ready, even though it's early, so I am going to get out of here. And alright, the color theory thing might be legit, because I really think I look good in these kind of colors, like all the tans and the browns, and mauve, and a certain shade of red, and a certain shade of pink. So maybe it is legit. I don't know. I'm trying to, I watch other people and I'm like, those colors do not look good against their skin. It makes them look yellow, and they're the ones who had professionals done, and then I think it's all bull crap. And then, I don't know, like my daughter said, she's only going to wear the colors that make her feel something, not make her look some way. So, but I rather they'll look some way, right? It's 5:16. I had to cook them on the stove for multiple reasons right now. I don't know if I can get away with them. I am going to try to just eat these New York strip burgers with 1.5 tablespoons of butter. I did cook it in a tablespoon of butter. I put it all in my macros, 3 slices of American cheese. If I start to get sick, feel like I'm having a reaction because I've not been able to just eat meat and fat in forever. If I have my carrots ready, and I've already done the macros for it, and if I don't have to eat them, they'll just come off. But it is time to eat. This is my only real meal today. Rocket, is JJ finally doing a little better? Yeah, he is. Yeah? Come on. What? I'm not picking you back up. Who got all dirty? Come on, Rocket. You attacking. I'll rate one more pet. Fortunately, since it was booked as a physical, they weren't allowed to look at my foot. Which means I have to go all the way back over there tomorrow. They did get me an appointment for tomorrow, but it sucks. It's a long drive. And I tried to make an appointment over 2 weeks ago and was told I had an appointment. I couldn't book a new one. Oh, it sucks. It sucks. Now, I did end up twisting it and ripping it against the wall there, and the pain stopped, but the numbness, complete numbness that's there, has not stopped. So, yeah, hopefully they can figure out what it is. Alright, so I ate all of that, and I was fine, but I did go back about 2 hours later and eat some carrots. I ate 4 ounces of carrots. I've had some water, and I feel insanely full. Like, this is the fullest I have felt in cat in my trouble. I am trying to watch the 100s again. At least I think I am. I'm on episode 2. I started to rewatch, what is it called? Vampire Diaries. I got to the Tomb Vampires again, but I've seen it 1,000 times through. No, literally, I've seen it 10 times through. I can repeat every line of the stupid show. And usually it's my comfort ADHD show, like when I need to be I don't need to pay attention. It's one of my shows, Doctor Who, Criminal Minds, like things I've seen so many times since it originally came out. Pretty Little Liars, Gilmore Girls, but I'm not feeling any of it. I have watched all the Doctor Who now, multiple times. The brand new one I've finished. I don't know. My ADHD is all over the place. I don't know what I want to watch. I always have to have something going on in the background. When I'm editing videos, when I'm playing games, when I'm doing housework, something has to be on the background, and I like to choose stuff I already know, so if I miss a scene, no big deal. And yes, I have to have something, because I can't blast my music. It irritates Dino, which I understand because his music irritates me. So I can't like blast music, and no, I'm not putting a headset on. But I can watch a show because it's not music, and I don't have to have the show loud like I would music. Don't ask me why. It's just a me thing. So I had no issue whatsoever eating all that meat, cheese, and the butter. I'm having issues with a cat who's wild and wants to go outside, but we don't know if JJ is sick or hurt. I'm thinking he got stung by a bee or something, or he hurt his tongue or something. He's acting like when Freya got stung in the mouth by a bee. He's acting identical to that. And he's also acting identical when Boy got hurt and we took him to the vet when he had hurt his tongue. Either thing was a mouth issue. Oh my gosh, Cat, you are going to get it. Yeah, you better run. I gotta shut the door. Praline will not behave. He is ripping all my stuff off my walls. He is wild. He is so mad because he wants to go outside. But, so I think it's more of an injury because he's also not talking and he's walking really slow. So I was really worried that was one of those wolf worms or whatever it's called. It's basically this parasite thing that lives where bunnies sleep. And I've had cats die from going into bunny hives because they get it and it paralyzes them. And it scared me at first. That's what it was, because last night he barely was breathing, wasn't moving, couldn't open his eyes. I was terrified. Also, I don't know for sure if he didn't catch something, right? But he is asleep on my front porch, the porch I do not take my cats on anyways because they will break everything I own. But he's been on my porch several times and he doesn't climb any of my stuff. He never has. He just lays on a couch. Well, I was super tired. I didn't sleep last night. And he's so lethargic. Like, he can hold his head up now. He can walk now. He brought himself back onto my porch. So I wasn't going to tell him no. He still hasn't eaten. So he's asleep on my couch out there, and we're just gonna let him recoup out there, and then I might take him to make sure he didn't get feline leukemia or anything, and then clean him up and probably get him fixed and let him either live on my porch or Dino says inside the house. It's Dino's cat, yeah. And he told the cat it can live in the house. But then he told me that's too many cats. But then he says it's my decision. And if he dies or anything happens to him, it will be my fault. Which means he wants the cat to live in the house. Which means he knows he can guilt me because my anxiety will get the best of me that I didn't let it move in. Because I didn't want to let it move in. One, I have enough cats now. Okay. Two, that means Rocket, who is out there with him, they're brothers, literally, and they spend every second together. Rocket will be out there by himself. So, I really just want to make a big, giant, fancy cat terrarium outside and let them live in there. But, as of right this minute, I have not agreed for him to live in the house. I have agreed to taking care of all his needs and letting him live on the porch. Even Rocket, I'm fine with going and getting Rocket all taken care of, getting him fixed, and letting him live on the porch too. They're very tiny cats. My cats are 5 of them, literally. But there are so many, like, it's never, I can't keep letting cats live in the house, especially since they've been out there so long. And there's 4 new babies. He told me I could go pick a baby then if I didn't want him. But he wants him. I don't want anyone else. but I would feel guilty, and he's already guilted me. So, but I have not said yes yet. I have said that he could get fixed and live on the porch, or we can at least fix him and get him his shots and stuff, and then let him off the porch after, you know, he's been given his shots and stuff, and then at least made sure, like, if he's not fixed, he's going to run around and he's going to end up getting hurt again, or whatever happened to him. Hold on. Okay. So, I was in shock that I was able to eat 3 whole burgers, 3 slices of cheese, and I ended up putting more butter. So it had almost 3 tablespoons of butter and my coffee and 0 issues. I think eating all the fruit with my meals has helped expand my stomach. If you've been watching me, you know if I eat volume, I'm in pain, I'm laying down crying, I hurt. Like, I've never been able to eat, like, used to. There was one point, like, 3 years ago, where my burgers were 2 ounces each, and I could only eat 2. Okay? There's been times where just 3 eggs, and I'm in pain because it was too much food. My stomach just is ridiculous, and on top of it, the mast cells in my stomach go crazy and causes me issues too. But I was completely in shock. It did not feel like I ate a brick. I was not having any issue from the dairy of the cheese, and I was expecting to. I did not have any issue from the fat. So knock on wood, y'all. Knock on wood that it was either taking the cleaning and that sprays with alcohol, taking all alcohol products away, meaning no hand sanitizer or nothing, or it was the friggin' doxycycline, taking so many of them. So there has been people who's taken doxycycline or ibuprofen, and it's caused them to have mast cell activation syndrome or high histamine issues. It has been the opposite for me. Also, if you got a deep embedded infection, especially in your stomach, and they just don't ever find it, that can cause you issues. But I've taken so much doxycycline. In the last year, I've taken 4, 5, 6 maybe rounds of it. And it can also have been from the infections I had in my jaws, that I had to take the rounds of infection, like, to get rid of, the doxycycline to get rid of. I could have just had some really deep infections since getting long haul COVID, and it just caused me to have issues. So I think it's both combined, that because I was still having some issues, like I was still having some serious food issues, even though I wasn't having the bad episode I was from the alcohol cleaning products and hand sanitizers. After removing that, those bad episodes went away, but the pain, nausea, the sleeping with heating pads on my stomach, the awful issues with that, knock on wood, right this minute, after about a month after taking the doxycycline, those issues are seeming to disappear. Also, yes, the doctor put in a prescription for the CGM. She let me choose which one, like a Dexcom 7 or the Freestyle Libre. Everyone always says the Dexcom works better. However, there's a chance the insurance isn't going to pay for it, but the insurance said they actually asked them to do a prior authorization paper, so we'll see. But if it doesn't pay for it and I'm having to pay for it, I know it's only going to cost me like $125 a month for the Freestyle Libre 3 with the discount card from the pharmacy. And I can afford that with no problem, but I cannot afford the Dexcom one. It is so much more, and there is no discount card. Like, it's really, really high. A least tier, I was told it would be about $500, and I'm like, nope, because I was told it's $250 every 2 weeks. If your insurance won't pay for it. Now, because I have diabetes, previously had diabetes, also have polycystic ovary syndrome, also when my blood sugar is going all over the place, that is why I can have a prescription. Now, sometimes the insurance won't pay for it when you have a good A1C. But like she said, I have a good A1C because of my diet, and she agrees with me. I need to figure out what I can and can't eat for when I do have mast cell issues, right? I need to be able, because last time I was not experimenting. There could have been more foods with my mast cell that I could have ate, but I didn't know what it would do to my blood sugar, right? I might have been able to eat beans, but I was too scared to what would it do to my blood sugar. And at that time, it was going to cost a fortune for all those little prick things. So, because I would have to do it every 15 minutes for 2 hours, and I have to repeat the test multiple times just to make sure. And so I didn't try any other carbs, right? I did breads, and I finally found a Hawaiian roll that worked for me, like Hawaiian rolls. That was it, no other breads. I found that I could have golden, no, was it golden? I know some rustic, one brand of rustic potatoes I found I did not have an allergic reaction to from my mast cell. And there was a yellow Yukon, there was a Yukon that I could get away with any Yukons. But no red potatoes, no sweet potatoes. I tried like lettuces and spinach. No, none of those. No cucumbers. I couldn't get away with pickles back then. Tomatoes, nothing. I could get away with carrots sometimes, not all the time. I could get away with blackberries all the time from the fresh farm and not from the supermarket. I could get away with white American cheese, have always been on the list. Kobe Jack cheese, but I no longer like the taste of it. Fresh mozzarella with no issues. I could get away with the no salt or low salt boar's head ham and turkey. And the sweet spiral boar's head ham. Those are the things I could get away with for mast cell. The potatoes did not raise my sugar. And the Hawaiian rolls, I was eating such little bit, it was staying under the 60 carbs a day, and they did not raise my blood sugar. However, I gained tons of friggin' weight because I think it just caused so much inflammation on my body, and I was so desperately ill. But that's why I want the CGM. Not that I want to wear one, because I honestly do not. I really don't. I think it's going to be irritating. Sorry, but I want to expand. I want to see what can go on my list, right? While I'm not having any reactions right now, while I also want to see if I could eat some black beans and not raise my blood sugar, because I cannot stand, I will tell you, the taste of these vitamin B drops that I have to take. I can only get away with half a dropper right now, and it's supposed to be a full dropper and a half, because I almost throw it up. I am 2 hours past and I still taste it in my mouth. I've tried everything. I've tried sucking on stuff. I've tried a coffee. I can't get the taste out, and it makes me so nauseous. And this has happened. This is the 3rd day, and that taste is just stuck. And yes, I've tried brushing my teeth. So horrible. Horrible, y'all. You do not want that taste with mint. It is awful. Awful. But so far I'm not having allergic reactions to it. I'm not having a mast cell. I'm having a, oh my god, gag from the taste nausea. And you can't put in stuff because you're supposed to let it dissolve underneath your tongue for at least 20 seconds before swallowing it. So, which I'm not really sure why. I'm going to look that up because it doesn't make sense to me, because I swear it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting there. Like, it's not really doing anything. Where's it going? It's just sitting there. Hi, Piper. Say hi. You do not look pleased. I'm filming your bath. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a private time? Yeah, okay. But, anyways, I should probably go to sleep soon because I am going to the doctor on my foot tomorrow. I cannot believe I rolled it and, like, ripped it again today, and the horrible pain I was having, when it ripped, the pain disappeared. Now, the complete numbness and the burning, that is still there, but the horrible, excruciating, like there's a broken bone stabbing me pain is gone. So, but we are going because my toe is still numb. There is still some pain and burning. It's just different, and I need to make sure there's not something else funky going on. So, anyways, I'm going to shut up now.